Hi again, everybody. Thanks for joining us on Celebrating Act Two. Art and I are with the wonderful, the fabulous, the historic, find me another adjective here, Bill Jordan. Yay!
He applauds himself. How honorable.
No. That's because you know a good line when you hear it. Okay, you just you're being polite. So I have a question for you, and we've discussed this off air, and I think it's time for us to discuss it on the air, on the record. Celebrity crushes as you've been growing up, and now that you're a boomer. Okay, because we all know that in our tender age, Kathy Bates of Matlock is now the new celebrity crush of the boomers. Whether you like the Matlock show or not, you got to admire her. But growing up, and I'll start off by saying that the first person that I remember having a celebrity crush on was Gail Storm, who was on a TV show called My Little
Yep.
Margie. You may be too young to know this, Bill, but John and I are of a more tender age than you. But anyway, so I couldn't wait to see it. There were competition like Ann Southern on the Ann Southern show, and a whole bunch of these people, and then Penny on Sky King.
Yes,
She
I,
sort of
I,
replaced that.
I had a little bit odd approach because I liked Armis Brooks. What was her name?
Oh, yes.
The actress who played
Right.
Armis Brooks, and she
I
was
remember that Boynton, a guy named Boynton, played her boyfriend. But we'll think of it.
anyway. Who was your first celebrity crush?
Eve Arden. That was Eve Arden.
Eve Arden was
Yeah,
Armis Brooks.
I remember Eve Arden. I don't remember those TV shows
Yeah.
actively watching. Other
Right.
than when you said Penny, I was actually thinking Penny from Sky King. Although right now I can't
Hold on.
place
We lost John.
I hit a button. Sorry, guys.
John, we told you no hitting that button anymore.
Don't hit that. Sorry.
my first serious crush, lingered. And she's been the subject of a debate for millennia. Ginger or Marianne.
Oh,
And for me, Dawn Wells, Gilligan's Island. So I was maybe, when did that come out? 64? I was 10 years old.
yeah.
It would be Dawn Wells. There were times that Ginger looked pretty good, but as far as really being in love with us would have been Dawn Wells. Now, fortuitously, given the career path that I took in radio, and I got to interview a lot of celebrities, I got to interview on 2 separate occasions Marianne.
Oh, look at that.
Wow, wait. Bring that back up.
Autographed copy of her cookbook, thanking me for the interview, sent me, and I still have it. How geeky am I? An autographed photo.
Oh, that's
Suzanne
terrific.
Plachette.
It
Is that
looks like
Suzanne Plachette?
no, that's Dawn. That's Dawn Wells.
Really?
Yeah.
Even since then, even then, at that age, pretty much any attractive female on TV or the movies, I was going to have a crush on them. The Bond girls and the early,
Oh, yeah.
those girls, absolutely fell in love with them. Petticoat Junction with Bobby Joe, Betty Joe, and Billy Joe.
Yeah.
Ellen Mae Clampett, Laura Petrie, Samantha Stevens, Elizabeth Montgomery on Bewitched. It went on. The girls on Hee Haw. It didn't matter.
What I
Wow.
found interesting was that there was, of course, you could pick out one and have a crush on her, but there was a universal something about young boys that would want to argue over who's better, Ginger or Marianne. Which one of the 3 detectives would you like to go with?
Right.
Go out with?
Right.
It's the idea that we would have a choice.
Yeah, like we had a chance.
Yeah.
Yeah. But here's the thing, I think that we talk about, things evolving and crushes and stuff like that. And then we get into real world as we get older. and maybe I'm off base, guys, but here's where I'm thinking. I mean, we look at women now, and I'm happily married, but I appreciate women. And I've even told my wife, and Mary Ann, I guess due to COVID, I guess about when that happened, let her hair go gray. And I think it's absolutely gorgeous.
Yeah.
Now, if you told me when I was 20 or 25 years old that one day I'd look at a woman with gray hair or silver hair or white hair and think they were amazing, I would have never believed you. But I see that now, even to the point of where we've got female friends and I'm going like, man, I hope one day she lets her hair just go gray because I think it will be stunning.
Yeah.
Absolutely stunning. So,
Well,
yeah.
I think our perception of beauty does change as we get older.
Yeah.
We truly get to appreciate people our own age.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
As I told one friend, a while ago when I was single, but I was older, it's like, you know what, when you get older, there's just more women to look at. I mean,
well, here's
there is. I mean, that's not a creepy statement, but as you get older, so you're in your 30s or something, you're like, I mean, great, now I was married in my 30s, but there's just more. You appreciate more as you get older.
Yeah. Yeah. Well, here's to all the women we've loved as
A song.
Celebrities.
celebrity women we've loved. Thank you very much.
Absolutely. Yep.
And Bill, where do we get the mugs?
You get the mug at BillJordanEmbraceTheBoom.com.
Thank you very
$20
much.
Free shipping anywhere in the U.S. And you can pick up my book of 15/16 tips on how to live your best drama-free, content life. This is available at Amazon. Last I looked, it was 12% off. It might be like $12, $11, $12. You can read it in an hour, but it's a handy thing to keep around. And
The important thing, though, is to embrace the boom.
Absolutely.
That's it. Live your life, forget your age, and embrace the boom.
Amen.
Thank you, guys.
For more on Celebrating Act Two, visit our webpage, follow us on Facebook, subscribe to us on YouTube, and tell your friends. Celebrating Act Two is the user manual for the second half of your life.